Little testy out there today?
Yeah, it's hot. But no, it was good. Good competitive practice. It was good to see the offense fight back a little bit, but got another day tomorrow.
Robert, what's it like seeing this environment at training camp right now?
I love it. You know, it's when the fans come, it always adds a little juice. It's easy for a coach because now those guys are excited to show out, but you try to keep them focused and level at whether the fans are there or not. You got to focus on the moment, like we've all talked about. But I love when they get the chant going. I love the fat man pump up before practice. I love all of it, so it's all fun.
What do you think about Aaron down there in the red zone?
Precision. You know, he the throw he made to Corey. I don't know if you could have put it anywhere else. DJ had really nice coverage, and it's what's great about it is that there's talk after the play for DJ. I'm like, you know, I could have did this a little bit better to eliminate even that little inch that Aaron had to throw it in there. And credit to Corey using his big body to shield off DJ to bring the ball down and catch it. But just overall, just great precision. It was a really good day for him.
Did he change the play before the touchdown to Conklin?
You know, I got to go to tape. But he changes a lot of plays.
How would you describe his leadership?
I'll get you kind of. Aaron?
Yeah.
Thoughtful would be the one word that I can give. He's very thoughtful in the way he handles everybody.
You've obviously coached against Aaron and seen what he did in the red zone against you a couple of times. So to now see it for you, what goes through your mind? There was the pass to Conklin, Hardman, Davis.
Yeah. For the record, I would like to say that we got the better of him. That's right, Aaron. We got the better of you. Except for COVID year. Doesn't count. No, but it's whenever you get a guy who can sling it like he can, you're lucky almost. It's because there's not a lot of guys in the world that can do it like he can. And what's great about it is that there's a young man right behind him that's learning and absorbing everything. And so his presence is great for everybody.
What did you think about Zach out there? It seems like he was a little bit more confident.
Yeah, he was better today. He's learning an entirely new offense. He's learning new footwork. He's learning how to change plays at the line of scrimmage. He's learning everything, and so he's back to being a rookie almost. But I thought he had a really nice day. Made some throws. He's getting really comfortable in the pocket. Stepped up, showing good presence in there. Not afraid to use his athleticism in the pocket to move during practice. So. He's doing a really nice job. I only expect him to get better and better.
You mentioned just you got the better of Aaron when your defense went up against him. A lot of what we talked about these first couple of days in OTA is everything Aaron can teach other people and what Aaron did. Have you spoke to him at all about like, hey, this is what we tried to do against you and how it was successful?
There's always discussions, and he's talking a lot with Brick, and he's learning our system even more, and some things that they may have known or may have not have known, and. He even said there's sometimes where he knows exactly where the ball's supposed to go, but the defense has gotten so good at defending things that it's still a tight window. And but at the same time, he's always trying to figure things out and trying to learn. And he's a student of the game. And like I said, when I mention you're a coach on the field, I mean he's still a student of the game too. He's still trying to, just like coaches, we're trying to evolve and learn and study and to find ways to take advantage of the different angles that you're presented. And but he's a good one. Sure.
When people think of Hardman, I think they think of jet sweeps and returns and moving laterally, but that last touchdown was more of a traditional route. Did you guys see him as somebody who could be that complete receiver when you target him?
That was one of the things that we talked about when we were talking to him in free agency is that we're not gonna embrace your superpower. That's not gonna go away. When he has the ball in his hands, it's elite. His vision's elite. His field presence is elite. His ability to find lanes and gain yards is elite, but the thing that we're committed to is helping him evolve his route running and to get him away from just being a high cross guy and just a goal ball guy, and to see if we can help him in the intermediate game and help him strengthen that part of his game, and he's working at it, and it's going to take more deliberate work from everybody, but he's off to a good start.
If I could change gears to a different player, the analytics sites like Pro Football Focus, they rave about the season Michael Carter too had, and he kind of gets overshadowed by Sauce and DJ. Did your numbers back that up too last year, and what have you seen from MC2?
I think Aaron mentioned it to you guys in a press conference. and I know this because we, obviously we talked after the game, not Aaron and I, but just coaching staffs, and a lot of teams go in thinking, okay, well, DJ's pretty good, Sauce is pretty good. Well, this Michael Carter guy, let's go get after him. And then the game's over, and it's like, well, shoot, that guy's pretty good too. So Michael is probably is underappreciated because he doesn't have the splash name, he doesn't make the splash plays, but if you go back and watch, you're like, damn, that guy's pretty freaking good. And he's only going to get better. Remember, he's going in year 3, and he's learning the nuances, and he's getting better. And he's physical, he's smart, he communicates really well, and he's fearless. So we're really excited about having him.
Your first couple of years here, a lot of your, I guess for installation purposes, a lot of your practices were scripted. A portion had a lot of scripted. Because the defense is now in year 3, will you go more non-scripted portions of practice moving forward once the offense kind of gets rolling a little bit, or sticking stuff?
It'll be the same. So as training camp goes, we'll get more and more non-scripted. But right or wrong, just my philosophy, you always go back to the very beginning. Now for the defense, they'll accelerate faster, so you can add and evolve and try new things as you go to see if you want to evolve the scheme. But you always want to start to the beginning. I mean, we've all taken algebra way back in the day, or math, and after leaving school and you get back, and after just 3 months you forget everything, right? And it's the same principle. When you leave, you kind of forget, and you just got to make sure that you're not skipping over things that you can, especially the basic stuff. Never neglect the basic stuff.
One guy we haven't asked you much about is Max Mitchell. Last year he was playing pretty well when he got shut down for the thing he was dealing with. What was that experience like, seeing him have to go through that as a young kid and then work his way back to where he's at now?
No, I love Max. He's old school lineman, just all grit and grind, and you never want to see that, just especially when it comes to health things. But for him to grind through it and stay confident and continue to work the way he has, and to give himself this opportunity this year to continue to build on his career, he's a really cool individual.
Billy Turner, somebody you kind of touched on the other day. Just talk about what you've seen for him, and just talk about how good it is to have somebody that's versatile as him.
It's always, versatility is a coach's dream, because you feel like you have a little chess piece you can put everywhere, right? And he's played a lot of years in this league. He's played a lot of football, won a lot of games, and just his presence alone just helps people around him. And so having him here has been awesome.
What do you think of that dynamic when Jared and Sauce are going one-on-one, and then you add Aaron to the equation? Because the one play Sauce comes up with the PD, it seemed like Aaron goes quick and goes to Garrett the next.
Yeah, it's fun. It's been, it's because sometimes the ball's not even thrown and they're out there competing because they find each other all the time, and from an alignment standpoint. But it's cliche, iron sharpens iron, and that's an offensive and defensive rookie of the year. But it's a pretty cool dynamic to watch those two go at it. But it's fun. It's fun to watch those.
Couple more, Robert. During your first 2 years, you referenced the rebuilds that you had been through and kind of how you drew upon that experience here. This is so much different now with Aaron here. I'm guessing you never had this situation before in your career. What are you drawing upon to kind of figure out how to handle the expectations? You said you're embracing them. Did you talk to anyone that's been through this before? Whether it's
I'm whether it's right or wrong, I believe you just what's the word? The elephant in the room. Address it. We know what our expectation. We know what it is. We know the noise. Everyone knows that everyone's excited about this football team and what it can do. We all have goals. Everybody has goals to be the best at what they can be and to win championships and all that stuff. And that's stating the obvious. And to hide behind that white elephant and pretend it doesn't exist, I think is a negative. I'm a firm believer, address the elephant in the room. Well, now what? Well, you still got to go do something. You still got to attack the day. You still got to attack your moments. You still got to find a way to get better every day. You still got to go to bed better than when you woke up. You still got to attack every single moment of the day. And if you do that, then you at least give yourself a chance to achieve what everyone's expecting you to. But if you just sit there and look at the trophy way down the road, well, you're going to forget all the road that it takes to get there. So the message is embrace it, love it, you earned it. Well, now what? Go do something. And I think our guys are doing that.
Is this compare to any other situation in your career? The year after the Super Bowl, maybe? San Francisco or anything else? Like,
we felt like going into the Super Bowl year at Seattle. We just went to the playoffs with a rookie, Russell Wilson. We had the number one defense in football. And we show up, and it's, everyone's talking about us as a team that can win a championship. And I think we started 11-1 that year. And but it's the same principle with all the hype and expectations. Everybody expecting you to do something. Well, embrace it. I mean, it is what it is, but it doesn't matter if you're not attacking the moment.
When you say like embrace it, Robert, like I mean, is it somewhere? No, don't talk about the Super Bowl or anything like that. It's not, or will you internally in buildings and meetings? Are you talking openly about the Super Bowl? That's the goal. That's the expectation.
Well, it goes without saying. You address it. Obviously, this is what we all know. Like it's no, it goes without saying. It goes without saying.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, thanks, guys.
Why are you wearing sweats in a sweatshirt?
All gas, man.